Welcome to Infidelity Truths. Before we dive into today's gripping story, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us create more thrilling stories just for you. Let's begin.
My name is Elena, and I used to think I had my life figured out. I was 36, married to Tom for 12 years, with a cozy house in the suburbs, a steady job at a law firm, and our daughter, Lily, who was 8. From the outside, it looked like a postcard life, but inside, it felt like I was sleepwalking through it. Tom was kind, reliable, the kind of guy who'd never forget to take out the trash. But somewhere along the way, our conversations dwindled to logistics schedules, bills, Lily's school projects. I didn't realize how much I craved something more until I met Javier. Javier was a freelance photographer who came to our firm to shoot headshots for the website. He was different, vibrant, unfiltered, with a laugh that made you feel like you were in on the joke. He noticed things about me no one else did, like how I doodle in the margins of my legal pads during meetings. He'd text me silly observations about the office, and soon, those texts turned into late-night conversations about dreams we'd shelved and places we wanted to see. I felt like I was waking up for the first time in years. It started small, a lunch here, a drink after work there. I told myself it was harmless, that I was just enjoying a friend. But the lines blurred fast. The first time I crossed that line, I swore it would be a one-off. I loved Tom, didn't I? But Javier was like color in a world I hadn't realized was grayscale. Being with him felt like stealing moments from a life I could have had if I'd chosen differently. The guilt was crushing, though. I'd come home to Tom's steady presence, to Lily's drawings on the fridge, and feel like a fraud. I started picking fights with Tom over nothing dishes in the sink, his habit of leaving socks on the floor because it was easier to be angry than to face what I was doing. Javier, though, kept pulling me in. He said he was tired of sneaking around, that he wanted me to leave Tom and start fresh with him. He painted a picture of a life full of adventure, no routines, just us. And God help me, I believed it. So I told Tom I wanted out. I didn't mention Javier. I said I needed to find myself, that we'd drifted apart. Tom just stared at me, his face a mix of hurt and confusion, and asked, "What did I do wrong?" I couldn't answer. He didn't fight me, didn't yell. He just packed a bag and moved to his brother's place. That silence was worse than any argument. The fallout was immediate. My sister, Maria, called me reckless, said I was destroying Lily's childhood. My coworkers whispered behind my back someone had seen me with Javier at a bar. My best friend, Claire, tried to stay neutral but eventually told me she couldn't watch me throw everything away. I felt like I'd been exiled from my own life. But Javier was there, and in those early days, he was enough. We'd drive out to the coast, stay in cheap motels, and pretend the world didn't exist. I told myself this was freedom. Then the cracks started showing. Javier wasn't great with commitment. He'd disappear for hours, claiming he was chasing inspiration for his photography. He'd brush off talks about the future, saying we should live in the moment. Money was tight, he wasn't exactly rolling in clients, and I was still paying half the mortgage on the house Tom and Lily lived in. Our fights got uglier. He'd call me controlling when I asked where he'd been. I'd snap that he wasn't pulling his weight. One night, after he stormed out, I found a receipt for a dinner for 2 at a restaurant I'd never been to. When I confronted him, he admitted he'd been seeing someone else. "It's not serious," he said, like that made it better. "You're the one who wanted this." That was the moment it hit me. I'd gambled everything, my marriage, my family, my place in the world for someone who saw me as an option. I ended things with Javier that night, but the damage was done. Tom had moved on, dating someone new. Someone who was kind to Lily. My sister still barely speaks to me. Lily's visits are polite but distant. She's old enough to sense something's broken. My parents send me texts on holidays, but they're short, formal. I'm not invited to family dinners anymore. I'm living in a small apartment now, alone. Sometimes I drive by the old house, see Tom's car in the driveway, and wonder what might have been if I'd tried harder to fix things instead of running. I don't regret leaving Tom. We weren't right for each other, but I regret thinking Javier was the answer. I thought I was chasing love, but I was chasing a version of myself I thought I'd lost. Turns out, you can't find yourself in someone else's arms. This isn't a story about redemption or tidy endings. It's about learning that choices ripple, and sometimes they drown you. I'm trying to rebuild therapy, coffee dates with old friends who'll still talk to me, more time with Lily when she's ready, but the life I had, it's gone. And the life I thought I'd have with Javier? That was never real. The only thing I've got now is the truth. You don't just choose a person, you choose who you'll become. And I'm still figuring out who that is.
Thank you, my amazing subscribers. Wow, what a journey. If you've made it to the end of this story, I just want to take a moment to say thank you. Your support means everything to me. Every time you watch, like, and comment, you're helping keep this channel alive and growing. And trust me, the best is yet to come. I see all your comments. I feel your love, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If this story touched your heart, hit that like button and drop a comment below. I'd love to hear what you think. Your thoughts and feedback inspire me to create even more powerful stories. And if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a new upload. More shocking twists, emotional journeys, and real-life lessons are on the way, and I don't want you to miss a single one. Together, we're building an incredible community, and I'm so grateful to have you on this journey with me. Stay strong, stay inspired, and remember, sometimes life's greatest lessons come from the most unexpected moments. See you in the next story.